Hi everyone who is watching my video. I don't know who it's gonna be, so I'm gonna say hi to all of you. So, in my presentation, I'm going to talk more about my Ohio University experience, a course that I attended last year. I studied business English and corporate finance for 2 weeks, and I'm going to tell you how was everything. These are one of the main points that I'm going to present to you. How did I get into the university? How many weeks was it? What was included? How was my experience? What did I do? And much more. First, I'm going to say how did I get in? And so it all started when my college friend told me about the enterprise Liobe, as you can see in the top, Liobe Experience. That is an enterprise in Brazil that offers scholarship to Brazilians that work or wanted to know more about finance at Ohio University. And they have three types of scholarship: 100%, 70%, and 50%. After that, after my college told me, I applied, but I didn't know that I was going to be chosen because it's a very competitive scholarship. Many people apply to it, and just some of them are chosen. So, when you apply to it, you have to answer many questions in English, such as your goals, what do you do, how finance is related to you, and if you pass, you have to do an interview in English so they can test your English, and after a week the results are released. After doing all of that, I waited for a week, and when I got my results and saw that I passed, I got so excited, but I was very afraid because I had never traveled abroad before of that, and it was going to be my first experience studying abroad, and it was a kind of expensive course, even with the scholarship. But I thought for a few days about it, about how this course would probably change my resume and my professional life. And I decided to go because even if it was expensive, it was going to be worth it. So, what was included in my program? It was 2 weeks of program, and at each Friday, we visited a region company. Breakfast and lunch was included, the accommodation, and the dinner graduation at the end. Um, Here. These slides, represent my first day at Athens, the city Athens, where is located the Ohio University. The first picture is our dorms. It's a huge building. Second, it is me and my friend at the welcome lunch. And after a welcome letter to Ohio University that were in my room. Um, I had several classes, and these photos were taken at them. The first one, I'm using a really expensive terminal that is called Bluebird that costs $2,000 per month and is used by professionals that gather this terminal that gathers information on real time about the last news, research, and with a lot of financial information such as stocks, coins, exchange rate, and more. And the second photo was in a English class. In general, the classes were hard to understand, and not every time, it was not every time that I understand what they said. The corporate finance classes were kind of boring sometimes, yeah, but I love it. I love the English ones. They were so much fun. The teachers were great. So, usually after classes, we took a shower, slept for a bit, and then we went out for some drinks and fun. We stayed out and was on the streets until 2 p.m. There was a time when the bars closed in the USA. And when they were closing, they put a song that is called Closing Times, and the lyrics are practically expelling us from the bar. It was funny. Let me read a small part for you. It was something like that. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. So they were kicking us out. It was fun because exactly at 2 a.m. this song was played and everyone sang together. And we didn't want to leave the bar, but unfortunately, they didn't let us stay. And this slide shows some pictures of us hanging out on the bars. And of course, the last photo is a tribute. The not the last one, but anyhow, is a tribute to Ohio University with some shots. And the last day was pretty hard. Everybody was wasted, and I couldn't stay awake in the class. So I drank so much coffee to pay attention on the class and didn't work every time. But anyway, let's move on. So in the weekend, we didn't have classes, so we could go anywhere we want. And me and my friends, we decided to rent a car and we went to Chicago. We had some problems renting the car and with the hotel because they were booked out. Even that we booked before we went there, they said that they were booked out, but we could handle it. We could handle it. It was amazing in Chicago. We visited the Bean, the Skydeck Chicago. That is a skyscraper that you can take amazing photos in the sunset, as mine photo in the middle. And it was amazing time and it was amazing city. When we were going back to Athens, the city that is located at the Ohio University, we stopped in a city to watch the Brazilian football game, and we met a gay couple at the bar, and one of them was Brazilian, and the other one was not. The Brazilian one was crazy, like really crazy, but we had a great time. We stayed at the city for almost 3 hours, took some photos, and after that, we went back to Ohio. So, wait. Uh, these photos were taken in the last day, of course. Uh, Me and my friends were walking down the street in the morning before classes, and I saw a tattoo studio, and I come up with the idea of us get the same tattoo that could represent all of that. We asked for the price there, but they didn't have an appointment for that moment, so we needed to skip the last minutes of class to get a tattoo. We did the work with a plane that perfectly fit for that moment of us, and I love it. Is right here. So the last day was a difficult day because I made some incredible friends that I talk to them even to today. And we wanted to stay more because it was a great time, a great course. I in this day I cried a lot, as you can see in this first photo. And the prom was absolutely incredible. We received our diplomas and we danced until late. We went to the bar after. So, this program, even until now, it didn't change my professional life, was amazing. And I love it, all of that. And I would do again many times as possible. I made some incredible friends and also connections for life because there were a lot of good professionals there, professionals that I can count on and ask for something, ask for job positions and kind of that. And this will stay recorded in my mind forever. I will never forget about this first experience in studying abroad. And I don't know, I think I recommend to everyone who can to study abroad because you will never forget it. It's amazing, and I was so afraid, but after the course, it really opened my mind, and now I don't know, open to new possibilities. So that was my presentation, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you for all. And this last photos is me and my friends at the prom. I forgot about it. So thank you very much. Bye.